the Wolves with Brock Nickel from America going off the inside in blue here. Jai Etheridge going off gate 2 in yellow has been promoted from reserve. Sam Masters, who's been in great form everywhere he's been piling up the points and he's off gate 3 in red. And Dan Bewley, who today on home shale was magnificent with 4 straight wins in his 15-point haul, but it's a different ball game around here at Wolverhampton.
Yeah, this is a tight technical track, very different from the National Speedway Stadium, so you're going to have to change your approach, certainly mentally as well. So Bewley on the outside, not the ideal place in the first race.
Well, they're away, and Bellevue have made an absolute beauty here with Etheridge in yellow and Bewley around the outside. This is a bit of a turn-up for the book. Jai Etheridge riding beautifully on the inside run now. Bewley trying the outside line as well. They need a bit of team riding here because Sam Masters has got lots of track craft and knowledge on this small Monmouth Green circuit. But Bellevue doing a great job here, Kel.
Fabulous start from the Aces. Disappointed earlier on today, quite clearly, getting beat by 8 points at home, and they have flown away from gates 2 and 4. Etheridge on the inside, riding nicely. Now Bewley beginning to hit the front. And it's, I'll tell you what, Sam Masters is trying that inside line. He's trying that grip up the inside. He's creeping ever closer, but he's only got a lap now to try and get amongst the bigger points.
Well, he'll continue to try the inside run, but we're in the closing stages of the first race of the night. Bewley has ridden beautifully here. Now Masters up the inside, and Masters splits them.
Oh!
He persevered with the inside run.
Didn't look likely.
Did the trick. Yep.
It just didn't look likely, Nigel. Coming out of turn 2, I thought he wasn't going to get the better of Etheridge, but just kept pegging away, and that could prove to be vital. But it's a disappointment for the Aces there. They looked like they were going to get a 5-1, but here we see it now. Just got a little bit out of shape, ran a bit wide, opened the door for Masters, and he was in the right place at the right time. And the Australian steals second place away from Etheridge there.
Yeah, heat number 2 coming up. This is Tom Brennan, who is a real talented young rider. Everywhere he goes, he really does look good, and 4 points this morning, including a retirement in Manchester. But he's got a great future in the sport, Tom Brennan. One of the talented crop of British youngsters. Is off the inside gate here in the white helmet colour. Ryan Douglas, what a rider to have in reserve. Off gate 2
Fantastic.
in red.
In top form as well, isn't he?
He is indeed, yes. Nikolai Busk-Jakobsen, a recent signing for Richie Worrell, a temporary signing for Richie Worrell. He's off gate 3 in yellow. And Leon Flint has had a bit of form recently as well. He won a race this morning. He's been riding well. He's developing nicely as a rider.
Yeah, I like Leon Flint. He looks like he's got a big future in front of him. And you're right, he is developing nicely. The experience here at Monmouth Green is certainly looking good for him. Brendan on the inside will be looking for a big night. Shame that his championship team have been forced to actually suspend services there, but we're in heat number 2 now.
Yeah, good start indeed from Ryan Douglas in red, as you would expect. Oh dear, oh dear. Well, he's up. That's the most important thing. Well, Leon Flint on that back straight. He's
just bigging him up as well, and he just got himself in trouble. I did actually point that out on the track walk, and you can very easily run out of room coming out of turn 2, and unfortunately young Leon Flint just came unstuck there. Let's hope he's going to be okay. He was on his feet quite quickly, but he clearly was knocked about.
Yes, he's limping right now, and there will be a delay now because the kickboard has been demolished down that back straight, so it's going to need a little bit of remedial work on that back straight now. He will be checked over by medics as well.
We'll see it again, and it's into that first corner. He's just running wide there, and once you get there, the bike gets in. You just run out of room so quickly, and that was it. That was a classic example of the way that happens. And we'll see it again. He's desperately trying to get across from the outside. Bike's digging in. It's just lifted probably a touch too much for him. Busk-Jakobsen now on the inside. Yeah, a little bit of contact, and that just unsettles him. And then there's quite a lot of grip out there, and it grabs hold of the back tyre, and he just cannot hang on to it. Shuts the throttle and just running out of room. Boom. We are now getting on with heat number 2 again, and it looks like we're just going to have the 3 of them, which is very much the case. Douglas is going great, but the pressure is on the home rider here.
Yes, but he is a real trump card down at reserve. And it's Tom Brennan off the inside in white with Ryan Douglas off 2 in red, and then Nikolai Busk-Jakobsen going off gate number 3. Leon Flint, by the way, if you are new to Speedway, is disqualified for being the cause of the stoppage of the race. That's what happens in Speedway. And we're up to heat number 2 here now. 4 points to 2 in favour of Bellevue after one race here tonight.
Yeah.
Can Bellevue continue to try and chip away and maybe make amends for this morning, or should I say this afternoon, started at 12 o'clock, for this afternoon's result?
Yeah, that's right. Well, this is an opportunity, you know, with 2 riders against 1, but Douglas is still the favourite to try and get it a shared heat. But Tom Brennan on the inside, Jakobsen, who didn't score earlier today, will be desperate to get amongst the points, should get at least 1 here.
Takes rise and away. Ryan Douglas in the red helmet colour. He really is a fantastic rider to have a reserve, but charging around the outside. Nikolai Busk-Jakobsen is up for this tonight. You can see that. But Ryan Douglas has got all the experience. He's got the class. He should win this race from here. He rides here every week. And the man in the white helmet colour is Tom Brennan for Bellevue. Busk-Jakobsen riding well here, but now Ryan Douglas really starting to stamp his authority for the Wolves.
He is indeed. Away from the tape zone, nicely out of gate number 2. He's got a good riding style, quite slick going into that corner, and now he just squares it off and down the back straight. The form from earlier today, he's continuing in here in the opening ride. He's into the last lap. This is exactly what Pete Adams would want from him as well. Pressure on, down to 1 rider, and he's coming through in flying colours now.
Yep, flying Ryan Douglas on his way to victory. The Australian in red for Wolverhampton Wolves. Second place goes to Tom Brennan, and third Nikolai Busk-Jakobsen. 3 riders only in that one, and Bellevue though still maintain that advantage, of course, because Wolverhampton only had 1 rider in heat number 2. Becker off the inside in blue. He was brilliant entertainment this morning on the big National Speedway Stadium track at Bellevue. Won his first ride from last to first in 1 move.
Fantastic.
Brilliant. Stevie Worrell off 2 in white. And he is, of course, the skipper of the Aces. And off gate 3 in the red helmet, it's Brock Nicol for Wolverhampton, and Charles Wright goes off the outside in yellow. So Wolverhampton have their 2 Americans combining here. Yeah,
absolutely. And Nicol and Becker. Nicol looking to bounce back after a disappointing opening ride in heat number 1, failed to score there. He will be going out of gate number 3 this time. Got to say, the Aces look strong here on paper. Charles Wright having a good season, going from the outside. Worrell upbeat after a disappointing afternoon meeting.
Yes, indeed, and it's a good start from the American boys. Brock Nicol and Luke Becker charging around the outside, running out of room again. This time is Charles Wright for Bellevue. Very, very close. Worrell charging through in second spot here in the white helmet. But here come Wolverhampton again. And move. Brock Nicol riding beautifully as Luke Becker charges on in front. That was determined stuff from Brock Nicol.
And it needed to be, because Stevie Worrell was pushing him really hard there, elbow to elbow, but Nicol wasn't having any of it. Failed to score first time out, but he's bouncing back here. Got to say, there's plenty of effort going from Charles Wright now, who's come through into 3rd place. Becker was super away from the tapes and is looking fabulous out in front as he enters the last lap. Americans out in front, dominating heat here.
Riding beautifully, and I just wonder, are these the 2 American boys that will represent their country in the Speedway of Nations in October and September with the semi-finals? That'll be an interesting call. Brock Nicol and Luke Becker for Wolverhampton. Years ago, they had our colleague on Eurosport tonight, son Sam Amalenko, and Rocket Ronnie Corrie. They were the darlings of the Monmouth Green Terraces. Tonight, you have Luke Becker and Brock Nicol, the class of 2021.
Yeah, I can't disagree with that.
Can the Sheffield Tigers or the Bellevue Aces take a crucial step towards the playoffs?
What a massive result this will be!
British Speedway, Monday 7:30, live on Eurosport 2 and Discovery+.
This is live sport on Discovery+. The streaming home of edge of your seat breathtaking, watching through fingers heartbreaking, of heroes, record breakers and legend makers.
Oh my goodness!
The streaming home of unmissable moments, of memories forever.
Can you believe it?
This is Discovery+, the streaming home of your favourite sports, live. plus so much more.
As a sidekick to a hero, it's important I'm ready for the unexpected. Like when a villain makes an impromptu visit and you're clean out of throwing stars. Which is why I bought these with my credit card. How long have you been there?
Not long.
It lets me be flexible with my cash, plus I get up to 56 days interest-free if I pay in full and on time.
You are going to pay for this.
Yeah, but not for up to 56 days, we won't. Boom! To find out more, search Barclaycard Sidekicks.
I wanted to retrain as an engineer, though starting again in your mid-30s is hard. But I never gave up. Amazon supported me. Now I'm getting hands-on experience. And they're even paying for my new qualification. With my Amazon apprenticeship, I can focus on both learning and making my dreams a reality.
Mandy needs to get her own motor. This is her fella. Bodywork's amazing, but not a lot going on under the bonnet, so we ain't going to be much help getting her first car. She needs Cinch.
Cinch?
Cinch. Cinch lets you buy a quality check used car online. No haggling, free home delivery and a 14-day money-back guarantee to make sure you've made the right choice. Because sometimes we don't, do we? Nice one, Mandy. You're in the driving seat now, Britain.
In the next 30 seconds, do something about the despair of thinning hair, about the ticking clock, the inaction, hesitance, doubt, denial, despair, 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 despair. Don't give up on your hair. Do something about hair loss. Clinically proven, discreetly delivered. Order today at Newman.com.
There's an old way of sorting out your pension. Or there's our way. Pensions that fit with the way we live and work today. Whether you're just starting out or combining old pensions, our modern, flexible, faff-free pension makes it easy to sort your future so you can get back to enjoying the now. Sort your Penfold pension today.
Sunday, packed with even more horsepower in the finest one-make motor racing series in the world. Porsche Super Cup in the Netherlands, live on Eurosport and Discovery Plus.
Yes, so 10 points to 8. Wolverhampton lead, but some good, close, tense action there. Brady Kurtz is with us here in heat number 4. He rode nicely earlier today and scored 10+1, including a retirement. And we're on board with Brady Kurtz in heat number 4. Some great shots, no doubt, as we look towards heat number 4 here. And Brady hasn't been that consistent for Bellevue, but when he's on form, he's a class rider.
Yeah, I would agree with that. I was just about to say that he hasn't quite made the progress I was expecting. Been around a little while now, and I just thought that he may well have been hitting the heights. I don't know whether Daniel Bewley is kind of stealing his thunder a little bit, and maybe Brady will begin to find the consistency at the back end of the season, just when they need it in the playoffs. That'll be very handy if he can. But nonetheless, he's a very talented young rider. Rory Schlein, it's his final season. He's done great work, and he's been a good servant to British Speedway. It's going to retire, and I'm sure he's desperate to try and win the league title, to go out in style with a bit of a fanfare, winning the league, and captains the side. And pretty much, by and large, he's been going good this season, Nigel.
Yeah, he's been brilliant. And, you look at some of the boys that are drawing to a close with their career. Bjarne Pedersen at Peterborough in the Premiership and Plymouth in the Championship, and Rory here at Wolves, and Paul as well. These boys finishing at the end of this season, why? I mean, they're riding better than they have in recent years. It's brilliant.
Yeah,
but
sure.
I suppose the time comes for everybody. Time waits for no man. Leon Flint off the inside here for Wolverhampton. Gate 2 in yellow is Nikolai Busk Jakobsen. Then it is the man in red, Rory Schlein, and then the man on board. We're on board with Brady Kurtz in the white helmet colour in heat number 4.
Yeah, he goes from the outside. Could be an interesting run there because Rory Schlein is renowned for his starting. He goes from gate number 3. There we see, there's the view at the moment. It's clearly on his helmet, the camera. So we're settling down. Green lights on. Here we go.
Yes, heat number 4. Can Bellevue bounce back here? Very tight again going into that first turn. Beauty from Brady Kurtz.
Super.
Absolutely superb. Must be the onboard camera that's helped him there. Yeah. Second place in red is the Wolves skipper Rory Schlein. And now coming around the outside. Oh, not quite. Close the door. Leon Flint can't quite get there. He's going to try the outside run. But Busk Jakobsen is holding the line nicely for Bellevue. We've got a good race on here with Leon Flint trying everything at the back, but kicking on up top is Brady Kurtz.
Kurtz was super in the first corner there. Rory Schlein didn't get away as well as he would have liked. He's steady in second place. Busk Jakobsen there in third place is coming under pressure from Leon Flint. We're seeing that now as he charges around the outside. It's getting tight for third. So Kurtz out in front. He's got it all under control. Keep your eyes on Flint. Really having to go for third place.
Yeah, this is a great race for 1 point to the back. Leon Flint in the blue helmet colour. Down to the line they go!
Oh, good effort. Didn't quite get there.
Brilliant.
Deserved something, actually, for all that effort.
He
but
did.
He's found himself on his backside. Yeah, it's like a consolation point for that man. But he certainly entertained us royally. Brady Kurtz out in front, does the business. He wins nicely, super stuff. But on that charge to the line, Busk Jakobsen just hangs on for third place. And you got a feel for Leon Flint there because he actually threw the kitchen sink at it and just couldn't quite put it off.
Yeah, brilliant effort, absolutely, from Leon Flint. And Bellevue level here tonight now at 12 points apiece, with Kurtz, Schlein, Busk Jakobsen, the finishing order. So here we go with heat number 5 then. Jai Etheridge off the inside, then Ryan Douglas, the rider replacement rider in red in place of the injured Nick Morris, who's out for a 9-day period, which is compulsory when you have concussion. Wish him well. Dan Bewley going off gate 3 in white, and Luke Becker in the blue helmet colour going off the outside gate. It's a good speedway meeting this. It's level at 12 points apiece.
Yeah.
Track looking good tonight as well, nice and smooth. Peter Adams, the Wolverhampton team manager, one of the most successful team managers, if not the, in speedway history. He's done it all.
He has.
Can he add another league title to his CV
in
around a month's time?
Well, it wouldn't be a surprise at all. His team are looking good. So what, this is a good-looking heat. Dan Bewley up against Luke Becker, both unbeaten. Certain Ryan Douglas also unbeaten. 3 unbeaten riders here. Let's go. Should be good.
Heat number 5. Should be a good one here. What a beauty from Ryan Douglas off gate number 2 in red. Watch out for Becker round the outside, making it look so easy. The American youngster riding beautifully here in the blue helmet colour. Douglas is in red, charging hard. Dan Bewley, he's going to try absolutely everything here for the Bellevue Aces in white. But these Wolves boys will be hard to pass as Bewley tries the inside. But the man in red, Ryan Douglas, knew exactly what he was doing to make it hard for Bewley. He's going to have another stab here.
This is fantastic stuff from Dan Bewley. Missed the start. Beautiful. He's ridden superbly well to get the better of Douglas. Becker's away. I don't think he's got time to get to Becker. Becker was really good in his first outing, but once again, the speed that Bewley can really generate out of his bike is just a sight to behold. Becker's out in front. He's got it. The entertainment came from Bewley.
It was a brilliant ride from Dan Bewley. Just had to bide his time and got the job done.
Was packed up and only just managed to get home.
He's
there,
a lucky lad. Well, Wolverhampton take the lead by 2 points, and that's a good result for them. And Luke Becker again continuing to impress, and this is what I like about Luke Becker. The Wolves boys, they come round to celebrate in front of the home fans here. It means so much when riders come and celebrate in front of the supporters rather than turning round and just going straight back to the pits. Good stuff from Luke Becker in heat number 5, with Dan Bewley battling hard for second spot. And here we go with heat number 6. Sam Masters off the inside in red. Brady Kurtz goes off gate 2 in the white helmet colour. And Brady has got 1 win under his belt so far from his only ride. Brock Nicol goes off gate 3 in blue. And then Tom Brennan is a rising star, the rising star scheme, where riders of limited experience are graded with a star rating in British Speedway teams, and Tom Brennan is one such rider, and he's off the outside in yellow.
He is indeed, and he'll be looking to try and get away. This is a tough race for him here, though, because there's plenty of quality on the inside of him. Sam Masters on gate number 1 will be looking for a fast getaway. Picked up a second place in his opening ride. Brady Kurtz looked pretty impressive, got to say. He was an eye-catching opening ride from him, and he was looking to kick on here. Brock Nickel also amongst the points. So another really competitive heat here. Looking forward to it.
Yes, heat number 6, 16-14, Wolverhampton lead, and it's a great start from Sam Masters off the inside in red. Charging hard around the outside, Brady Kurtz. Now he's going to try the inside run, but Sam Masters is so hard to beat around here when he has the advantage. He knows every way to go. And now charging through in yellow, Tom Brennan. Lovely ride from the young Brit. Charging through again, Brock Nichols. A real battle between the youngsters at the back here. Some good speedway going on here in heat number 6, as the lead is with Sam Masters of Wolverhampton.
Masters looking really good out in front. Kurtz is pushing hard in second place, but Masters is very smooth indeed. Nicholas had to work hard, you know, because young Tom Brennan made him really keep him up to his work, got him right up the inside, and he has not thrown the towel in at all there. Brennan at the back, but it's going to be tough. But Masters has cleared off out in front. He's going to move on to 5 points with this. This is a super ride from him.
Sam Masters with the win, second place in white. Brady Kurtz was really close and a real tight call early on. Brock Nichols' third spot makes it a second successive 4-2 to the Wolverhampton side here. And now they have a 4-point cushion. Bellevue, though, really made of stern stuff tonight, digging deep, having a go, asking the question as well.
They're hanging in there. Masters was sharp away from the inside. Kurtz looked good in second place. Brennan tried really hard there, just couldn't quite get the better of the opposition and failed to score, but 2 4-2s for the home team, and they've got a 4-point advantage. All of a sudden they're just beginning to get a bit of a foothold in this meeting.
Yes, they are. A 4-2 there gives them a 4-point advantage at 20 points to 16. Steve Worrell off the inside here. Heat number 7, Steve Worrell off the inside in white. Rory Schlein goes off gate 2 in the red helmet colour. Hard to believe he's finishing in around 6 weeks' time. Got a farewell meeting here, by the way, in mid-October. Rory Schlein. Charles Wright off gate 3 in yellow, and Ryan Douglas going off the outside in the blue helmet colour. Good lineup again here.
Yeah, another competitive race, and really looking forward to it. Rory Schlein, who didn't make a great start first time out, just spun up a little bit. We'll be looking for a better run to that first turn out of gate number 2 this time. Stevie Worrell looking for more points. Charles Wright will be right up for it as well. Bit of nervousness on the side. What a start from Schlein.
Yeah, Charles Wright had a little bit of a nudge at the start there, and now Wolverhampton starting to stamp their authority. Ryan Douglas coming around as well. Bit of team riding here. Rory Schlein is the man to do that. Holds the inside line and allows Ryan Douglas to space around the outside.
Experience.
That's what Wolverhampton are all about round here. One rider on the inside, one rider on the outside. Douglas, though, went pretty close to the fence there, Cal.
Yeah, I thought he was going on the greyhound track for a minute. He was a bit too wide, but you're right. Rory Schlein showing all his experience there, and was aware that he needed his compatriot to come around, and they're dominating proceedings. And you say, as you rightly say, Nigel, they are now stamping their authority. 2 4-2s, now backing that up with a big 5-1 here. The Aces are under pressure, they will have to respond, but the Aussie boys in front here, looking good.
Yeah, making it look pretty straightforward here now, aren't they? And team riding in motion here with Rory Schlein in red. All throughout the 4 laps, Schlein inside, Douglas outside, no way through for Bellevue, and left them trailing as well. Good stuff from Rory Schlein. So heat number 8, Nikolai Busk-Jakobsen going off the inside in the yellow helmet colour here for Bellevue. Leon Flint goes off gate 2 in blue. Jai Etheridge gate 3 in white for the Aces, and for Wolverhampton, Brock Nickel off the outside in red. Now, in Speedway, when you are 6 or more points behind, you can nominate a tactical substitute. So one of the top riders to give you a better advantage, if you like, to try and get back into the meeting. But heat number 8, with the riders 2 and 7 against 2 and 7, under the rules, this is a protected race to ensure that these guys do not come against stronger opposition. So Bellevue cannot play their card here in heat number 8.
As much as they would like to, but they can't, and they've got to rely on their two men now, Etheridge and Busk Jakobsen, to come good here, because on paper the home team looks stronger. Big race for the aces now.
Yep, heat number 8, they've got to stop the rot, if you like, and it's a good start from the inside. The man in the yellow helmet colour, Nikolai Busk Jakobsen, just recently returned to Bellevue, holds the advantage right now. Second in blue is Leon Flint. Brock Nickel around the outside. The man at the back in white here is Jai Etheridge, but Nikolai Busk Jakobsen struggled this morning, looked a little bit down at the end of the meeting as well, I thought, but he's riding nicely here.
Yeah, this is a good effort from Busk Jakobsen, because he hasn't had a great day so far, but he got away in the smartly. He's hit the front, and this will do the aces good. It's a 3-all, and all of a sudden up the inside there, they're pushing hard, but Busk Jakobsen's got it all under control. If Etheridge can get amongst the points now, get the better of Leon Flint, a heat advantage, tight going into the last lap, all the action down they go.
Yes, now this will be an interesting one for Graham Flint to call. Both riders down, and they're going into the last lap. So he has to make a decision who caused that.
Wow, I've got an idea. It might have been Etheridge.
Yes.
Did he just run in the back of Flint there? It was tight coming out of turn 4. I've got to see it again. Let's hope that the boys are okay. Good to
Leon
see him
Flint.
up.
Yep. Good to see them walking away.
We'll see the replays now that we know that both of them are okay. Here we see it now. Etheridge is up the inside of Leon Flint. And does he now just run in the back of him? Yes, he does. He just got it all wrong as they went over the start and finish line and just crashed into the back of him, and that's unfortunate. But you watch it now, Etheridge there. The bike just seems to get unsettled. He straightens up and just clatters the back of young Leon Flint, which is, I tell you what, it's quite shocking because you're completely unaware of it. You don't see it happening, so you cannot react to it at all. Look, he's totally unaware that he's going to be hit now, and suddenly the bike is swept away from underneath him, so that's a tough one. We're hearing that the race will be awarded.
Yes, so the race will be awarded because it was in the last lap of the race anyway.
3-all, isn't it?
Etheridge excluded. Out of shape, Kelv, I think it's fair to say.
He was out of shape. He just, as he went over the start and finish line, he hit one of the ruts. The bike was unsettled and then just charged into the back of Flint. So awkward for Etheridge.
It's double the action.
Hold on to your seat.
And double the drama.
Oh, is he got it? He's got to do it.
It's another Superbikes doubleheader. Snetterton is the destination for the British Superbikes.
He has the advantage.
While the World Superbikes head to Manicourt.
This ain't over until it's over.
Join us for WSBK free practice on Friday. Before the race day weekend on Saturday and Sunday. Live on Eurosport 2 and Discovery Plus.
Erectile dysfunction. What does it mean? Why is it happening? High cholesterol, heart disease, diabetes, low testosterone. Our erectile dysfunction blood test will help you figure it out. The erectile dysfunction blood test. At home. Fast results. Order today at Newman.com.
At Lidl, we're big on two. Ambitious. Now that's big on quality and always little on price.
Stilts home lifts are compact, attractive and affordable, so now you can stay in the home you love. A Stilts home lift plugs into a domestic socket using less power than boiling a kettle. Perfect. People of all ages
every day. Don't miss the stage. Grand Tour Caliber, racing round Spain in La Vuelta. Live on Eurosport and Discovery Plus.
Heat number 9 it is, and 28-20 Wolverhampton lead, which means Mark Lemon, the Bellevue boss, can still use a tactical substitute, but he's decided not to here. He's switched his reserves instead, with Busk Jakobsen in for Brennan. I just wonder whether heat number 10, he will be, if there's still 6 or more behind, he'll be looking to replace perhaps Steve Worrell, who's yet to score a point tonight. Maybe that's what he's looking at.
It could very well be. Rory
Yes.
Schlein coming on as the RR here as well for the home team. Goes from the outside gate. Looking forward to the clash between Kurtz and Schlein here. Could be quite exciting.
Yep.
And another important race for the Aces. They need to just try and eke back into that 8-point lead that the home side have got.
Both these sides will figure in the playoffs, and of course we have all 6 playoff meetings here on Eurosport. So something to look forward to, that's for sure. We're on board here with Brady Kurtz in a wider helmet colour. He's made a nice, tidy start there. Bucks Jakobsen's there as well. Bellevue have made a beauty. Watch out for the man in red here. Rory Schlein charging to all 4 riders. Goodness me, that was a bit close down the back straight. Becker in blue, and now charging forward. Brady Kurtz dominating the race. Busk Jakobsen has missed out and is at the back, but that was pretty tense early on. But Kel, I think Brady Kurtz is pretty determined here.
I tell you, he's looking good tonight. Really got the bit between his teeth. He's flying out in front. Got a feel for Jakobsen down the back straight, nice, because he was right in the thick of the action, but he just ran out of room with 4 of them going down there. Got to say the home team will be happy with this. That will keep the 8-point margin. Out in front, Kurtz. There will be moves. You've got to believe that that move with Dan Bewley has got to be on the cards for the heat number 10. But Brady Kurtz is riding well and looking good out in front.
Riding beautifully. This will be 8 points out of 9 for 8 points out of 9 for Brady Kurtz. Dan Bewley waiting. I would think, I'm no team manager, but I reckon Dan Bewley could go in white in the next one. Heat number 10 to try and claw it back a little bit, where he would partner Charles Wright, but they'd be up against Sam Masters and Brock Nickel. So tough one. Oh, by the way, confirmation, Dan Bewley for Steve Worrell in white in the next one.
He must have heard you.
No, nobody listens to me, Cal, trust me. Great ride from Brady Kurtz.
I know your children don't, that's for sure.
No, they don't, that's for sure. And it's frustrating when they don't. Charles Wright going off the inside in yellow, Brock Nickel off gate 2 in blue. Tactical substitution that I've been referring to for the last 2 or 3 races. Dan Bewley goes off gate 3 in white because they're 6 or more behind. They're bringing in their number 1 rider to replace an out-of-form rider. Unfortunate, really, for Stevie Worrell. He's
not been his day, has it?
No, not at all. He's been a great rider down the years.
He's had a good go, but it just hasn't quite clicked into gear. To be honest, he hasn't quite been the same since that broken leg a few years ago. Hasn't quite managed to recapture that stunning form he was showing previously. Dan Bewley out of gate number 3 here, up against Sam Masters. I'm really looking forward to this. Is quite a mouth-watering prospect. Nickel out of gate 2. Charles Wright always gives of his best. He's a real hard charger, so should be an exciting race. Bellevue Aces under pressure. Got to bounce back. Got to get into a heat advantage if they can.
Yes, heat number 10 it is. Watch out for Masters in red. The man in white, Dan Bewley, the tack sub, has made a hash of the stars here because the man charging up the inside is having a real go. The man in blue, Brock Nickel, but Dan Bewley really at the back now. This is a surprise as Charles Wright has the advantage right now for Bellevue. What can Bewley do? Bewley's got to land a blow somehow, some way. Bellevue lead the way here with Charles Wright, but the man they brought in, the big headline act, the number 1, is at the back and struggling right now.
He is indeed. Charles Wright having a really good go, but Nickel on the inside is keeping him very, very honest. Nickel now pushing hard. Wright can't believe it. He's got to keep it on. Bewley trying everything he knows on the outside, but he's at the back. Got to say, Nickel and Wright, it really is tense out the front. Can Nickel finally get to the front? right down the back straight for the last time, excuse me.
Yeah, some great racing going on here, and Charles Wright has just pulled off a fantastic ride for Bellevue.
Yeah, it was much
Dan
needed
Bewley,
as well.
Yeah, but that isn't enough for Bellevue. Dan Bewley can't land a blow. The home fans here are delighted with that, even though their rider hasn't won the race.
Yeah.
The fact that they got second and third with Masters and Nicol means that they maintain a handy 8-point lead with 5 races remaining. That'll do for Wolves.
Yes.
But full credit Charles Wright. Good ride for the Bellevue Aces. The travelling fans will appreciate that.
They will indeed. And Charles Wright gave a lot of effort there. Did not throw the towel in.
Tom Brennan replaces Jai Etheridge here in the yellow helmet colour. So it's a reserve switch for the Bellevue Aces. Tom Brennan, highly rated young British rider, in the yellow helmet colour. So Rory Schlein goes off the inside in red here, the Wolverhampton skipper. Gate 2 in white is Dan Bewley. This is a programmed ride for Dan. He was brought in as a substitution last time out. Ryan Douglas goes off gate 3 in blue, in fine form tonight and earlier in Manchester. And Tom Brennan goes off the outside gate in the yellow helmet colour. And Bellevue really need Bewley to come to the party here, Cal.
They do indeed, and it goes out of gate number 2, and they'll be hoping for better from him, and so will he. He will be disappointed not to have got amongst the points last time. Brennan's an interesting move for Etheridge on the outside. Clearly Mark Lemon wants to use the youngster. It looks like he likes this place. He's used to riding at Eastbourne, which is a tight technical track, so this won't be too much of a challenge for Tom, but from the outside, not easy.
Away they go. Bewley has made a much better start this time. Dan Bewley for Bellevue in white. Brennan goes wide. Tom Brennan in yellow. Oh, he got into the dirt but didn't have enough speed. Couldn't quite find the drive. He's still battling on here though. Tom Brennan in yellow. Watch him go. He's challenging the Wolves boys. Absolutely. But Bewley leads. Brennan giving it absolutely everything in yellow.
Yeah, it just slipped up there and it's just drifted away a little bit, but you can't fault the effort. Fabulous stuff from Bewley. Mark Lemon will have a wry smile to himself. Why couldn't you have done that just a few minutes earlier? But that's just the way it is right now for the Aces. Things not quite going to plan. Bewley looking fabulous out in front. Brennan trying hard, but got to say that the two boys from Wolverhampton, Schlein and Douglas, are going to be very hard to pass.
Yeah, that's all they need to do here, the Wolves boys. They know that. They're not winning the race. They've let Bewley go. Just protect each other, second and third. Hold for a 3 apiece. That does Wolverhampton nicely. Bellevue cannot make any inroads, but I've got to say, Tom Brennan early. Great ride from this fella in white, Dan Bewley. But Tom Brennan, for the first lap and a half in yellow, absolutely threw everything at Wolverhampton and was in contention, but just ran out of steam. He lost ground coming out of turn 2 in the second lap, I feel. And that was unfortunate for Tom Brennan.
It was, but as you say, you can't fault the effort. Bewley doing a celebratory victory wheelie down the start and finish straight. Class act there. What a start he made there. Roared out of gate 2.
Heat number 12, Luke Becker going off the inside in red. Gate 2 in yellow is Tom Brennan. Gate 3 in blue is Ryan Douglas, who replaces the injured Nick Morris. We should wish Nick well after his crash last week.
Yeah, his parents are here tonight. Saw them earlier on. Good to see the both of them enjoying their speedway.
Yep. And heat number 12 it is. 37 points to 29 to Wolverhampton, who quite clearly feel, with Peter Adams the manager, they just want to get the job done sooner rather than later now.
I agree, and I think it's showing some respect to the Aces. He knows that they're a powerful team. He does not want them to bounce back here. There's still points available. Wants to get the job done as soon as possible, as you rightly say. So, yeah, he's got the big guns out once again.
Heat number 12. This could be a big race for Wolverhampton. Can they take a big step forward towards that finish line? They've made a good start here with the men in red and blue. Becker and Douglas charging up the inside, really working hard here as the man in yellow, Tom Brennan, the talented British youngster. Watch out for Douglas now in blue. He's going to really put the pressure on, but fair play to Tom Brennan. He's still on the pace, but Douglas will try the inside line here. The lead is with Luke Becker, and charging through right on cue is Ryan Douglas in the right place at the right time.
Yeah, absolutely. Super stuff from Douglas. Got to feel that Brennan was just riding a little bit too wide, but he's not throwing the towel in. Brennan now back round the outside. Brilliant stuff from him. Douglas has gone to the back. That's a shame for him. Becker now under pressure from Brennan, and if he knows that his teammate's no longer with him, got to say it's a fantastic effort from young Tom Brennan. Becker down the back straight for the last time, should have enough.
Yep, great effort from Brennan.
Ooh,
and now a challenge in the back,
nasty.
and now going down is Douglas. He's landed on his right shoulder as well under pressure from Steve Worrell. The red lights are on, and we can only hope that the boys are going to be okay.
I'll tell you what, that's a nasty one.
It's an awkward landing, isn't it?
Yeah,
for
Worrell
Ryan
just
Douglas.
steamed up the inside and gave him a clout going into turn 3. And got to say, you could almost see that coming halfway down the straight.
It's an awful landing. He's landed on his shoulder, I think, there, Kelv.
Home crowd not happy, and I can have some sympathy there. There wasn't really that move was never really on from Worrell.
He's up on his feet. That's great to see. Brilliant. Oh, he's smiling and laughing as well.
Remarkable.
I don't think you'd be smiling and laughing. Because you fear the worst when a rider lands awkwardly like that on the shoulder, Kelv.
You're right. When you flip over the high side like that, the collarbone, dislocated shoulder, it could be quite uncomfortable. So possibly was winded there. We'll just watch this again. Worrell's at the back. He's a long way back. Allows the bite to come up the inside. Keeps coming, and
look at that. Oh!
And lifts him up, and young Ryan. Yeah, in slow motion, and it doesn't look good. Wasn't quite enough for him. I can understand Worrell trying to get up the inside, but I don't know if that move was really on. He's a long way back as he enters that corner. And there he is. There is never quite enough room. It's a slight misjudgment from Worrell, and he'll be thrown out of the race.
So the gap is extended here to 10 points. Luke Becker, the winner. Second place was Ryan Douglas. Second place was Tom Brennan. I do apologise.
Good
Ryan
effort
Douglas
from
was
Brennan.
third. Yeah, Brennan rode really well there.
Yeah, he did.
Can the Sheffield Tigers or the Bellevue Aces take a crucial step towards the playoffs?
What a massive result this will be!
British Speedway, Monday 7:30, live on Eurosport 2 and Discovery Plus.
I imagine Bandit's first owner was a brilliant astronomer.
Sunday, packed with even more horsepower in the finest one-make motor racing series in the world. Porsche Super Cup in the Netherlands, live on Eurosport and Discovery Plus.
8:13 it is. Dan Bewley going off the inside then here in the white helmet colour. Sam Masters goes off gate 2 in red. Brady Kurtz gate 3 in yellow. Rory Schlein off the outside. I would suggest here with a 10-point gap now, if Bellevue have got any hope of doing anything in these last stages of the meeting, they have to get a 5-1 here, Kelv.
Yeah, and it's not going to be easy. It's a smashing lineup for Heat 13, often is. The on-board is still now with Brady Kurtz. We're just seeing him doing the gardening there, just bashing the dirt down into the rut, trying to find a place where he can get as much grip as he possibly can. See there, look, he's just bashing it in there, just squeezing that dirt down there, trying to make it tacky, trying to get the drive to the first corner. Big race this, pressure on, particularly for the Aces. You've got a sense that Wolverhampton have just controlled it once they've got to that 8-point. I just fancied they might have pulled away, but they've just kind of kept it under control. But this is a race where they need a big heated 5-1 really is the minimum.
Yes, indeed, and it's a great start from Masters in red. He's made that look easy, hasn't he, the Wolverhampton man. And Rory Schlein charging through in blue as well into third spot right now. Bewley is in second spot in the white helmet colour, but Sam Masters around here is a real class act. Rode nicely earlier today in Manchester as well, and this 4-2 now will do the trick for Wolverhampton. That will put them 12 points clear with 2 races to go, and no way back for Bellevue. The man in the yellow helmet at the back is the man we're on board with, and that is Brady Kurtz, but he's at the back, not the best of views.
No, unfortunate for the on board that he's out the back. Smashing start from Masters, and he goes into the last lap comfortably in front. Got to say, Schlein has come through into third place, and he's beginning to put a little pressure on Dan Bewley. But Sam Masters is really quite special around this track now, isn't he? Particularly when he's out in front. A tough man to get in front of.
Yes, and he's got the victory in heat number 13. That wins the meeting for Wolverhampton. There's no way back for the Bellevue Aces now. It is 2 wins in one day for Wolverhampton after their fantastic 49-41 victory in Manchester this afternoon. And now they will not be beaten here tonight. They have a 12-point advantage with 2 races to go on home shale.
Yep.
It's been a productive day for the Wolverhampton fans and the riders, and no doubt the big crowd here absolutely delighted. Leon Flint replacing Ryan Douglas. Let's hope that Ryan is okay. He'll be battered and bruised, I'm sure of that.
Yeah.
Going off gate 2 is Charles Wright. Going off gate 3 in red is Luke Becker. And then off the outside for Bellevue is Nikolai Busk-Jakobsen. 2 races to go, but a decent night's racing, Cal.
Yeah, I've enjoyed it very much. Not a big surprise to see the home team win here, but a good effort from the Aces, but they're just not quite the same team that the home team are. And when you've won earlier today, the confidence that oozes into this meeting tonight, you can understand that they are looking good, and they're going to be a tough nut to crack. If they can maintain fitness and form, they will be the favourites going into the playoffs.
I must emphasise, by the way, that Speedway is, if you are casual viewers, Speedway is staged all throughout the UK. Just check it out, Google it, and find a track relatively close to you and get along and enjoy the thrills and spills of live Speedway. It's a brilliant spectacle. Right. The man in the white helmet colour, Charles Wright, has made a beautiful start there for Bellevue Aces. Charging through as well in yellow here is Busk-Jakobsen, who's really shown some decent signs tonight. The man in red is Luke Becker for Wolverhampton Wolves. Flint. Charging around the outside, Leon Flint, again a talented young British rider. He's good. Tom Brennan's good in the Bellevue side as well, and Leon Flint really having a go here. It's a good battle for third spot, this.
Yeah, Busk-Jakobsen is not having it. Oh, he's just about got back into third place. Superstar from Wright, but Becker's up the inside and passes him. What a night Becker's having. Fantastic ride from the Americans. Charles Wright trying to replay the compliment into the last lap, but Luke Becker's got that under control. Leon Flynn hasn't scored hardly any points at all tonight. I think he's just got 1 point, but I'll tell you what, he has worked ever so hard. But for Luke Becker, that's a smashing ride.
Great ride from Luke Becker. He's been spectacular today, and that now is his 4th win of the night. Brilliant.
Yes, and 13 points.
Yes.
Looking good. And made that look easy because Charles Wright was really kicking on there, but up the inside, silky smooth move, wheels in line, found the grip, really is in top form right now.
Well, Leon Flint as well really got stuck in there. It was a fantastic effort, but Luke Becker, hugely popular here at Monmouth Green. The fans absolutely delighted with that. Still got 1 more race to go here at Monmouth tonight. 48 points to 36 in favour of the home side. Heat number 15 is coming up, 48 points to 36, then in favour of the home side, Wolverhampton. It's been a good night of racing here. It's been a good bank holiday, and certainly great to see fans turning out in force, in big numbers here as we build up to heat number 15. We move into September, soon be Christmas. Heat 15 it is. Luke Becker going off the inside in red, with Dan Bewley going off gate 2 in white, Rory Schlein off gate 3 in blue, and then it's Brady Kurtz going off the outside in yellow. But yeah, business end of the season, September into October is when the trophies are handed out.
Yeah, what do you want for Christmas? You got any ideas? As it's soon be Christmas, but there we are. Have a think about it and let me know next week. But nice way to finish the night with a big lineup in Heat 15. And got to say the home team have had a smashing day. Got a feel for the aces, but and they can turn it around if they can just get one or two boys just getting their form return. Then all of a sudden they will prove to be a tough nut to crack. But at the moment, Luke Beck, I wasn't sure. There was a bit of a discussion about Heat 15. I think he was umming and ahhing whether he wanted to take Heat 15, but good to see him out there. He could have a big score here if he can get away. And the aces racing for pride here, Nige. Bit of a see if they can get a bit of a consolation out of Heat 15.
Yes, final race of the night, Heat 15 it is, and it's a great start from Dan Bewley and White, and Kurtz is with him as well. Could it be a last gasp 5-1 consolation for the visiting side here tonight, with Dan Bewley in white and Brady Kurtz in yellow, but coming up the inside in red is Luke Becker, trying absolutely everything here, and Rory Schlein is the man in blue trailing at the back. It won't matter in terms of the outcome of tonight, but Becker charging hard, really trying that inside run, really squeezing Brady Kurtz hard here.
Yeah, Kurtz now battling back. They just about touched going into turn 3. I thought Kurtz might have lost control, but fair play to the Australian. He hung on there. Bewley made an absolutely superb start and he's out in front. He's going to finish in style. Mark Lemon will be shaking his head. He won't believe this. This is a great effort from his team. They started well and they're going to finish well.
Yes, they're going to get a 5-1, and the score is going to be identical tonight as it was earlier today in Manchester. 49-41 wins for Wolverhampton in both meetings today. 7 league points. They end on a high note. Dan Bewley and Brady Kurtz, and when you look down the Bellevue score chart, a couple of weak areas that have potentially cost them more joy here this evening in Wolverhampton. But fair play to both sides. It's been a good night of Speedway entertainment.
It has indeed, and these fans are clearly delighted. They've got a team that looks like they can win the league. The enthusiasm, you can feel it out on the terraces.